Shalom, everybody. I'm sitting here with all of my stash of candy, which if you come in and say hello to me, you'll not only get to say hi, but you also will offer you some candy. I always have lots of candy in my office. And I'm looking at it right now, and I'm really wishing I could have some. But unfortunately, today is a fast day. It's the 17th day of Tammuz, the Hebrew month of Tammuz, which historically is the time when the Romans breached the walls of Jerusalem and began the destruction of the city of Jerusalem and the Holy Temple. And this is the beginning of 3 weeks of time, ending in Tisha B'Av, the 9th day of the month of Av, which is when we commemorate the destruction of the temple, which happened 2,000 years ago. Now, today is a fast day, and so is the 9th of Av. But today is a minor fast day. It's not quite as important. But the 9th of Av is like Yom Kippur. It's a very important fast day, and we fast from the evening before until it gets dark again on the 9th of Av. And the 3 weeks themselves have special practices of mourning for this time. For instance, we generally don't have weddings and other happy occasions during the 3 weeks. This period is also called Bein HaMetzarim, between the straits or the difficult times. During the last 9 days, it's even heightened, and at that point, we don't drink wine, eat meat, or get our hair cut, although we can drink wine and eat meat on the Sabbath, on Shabbat. Well, for us moderns, a couple of questions come up. What do we make of all this? What do we make of all this mourning? And how sad are we about the destruction of the temple? And in terms of the city of Jerusalem being destroyed and being kicked out, we've now reestablished the state of Israel, and we are happily living back in our land, well, at least for the most part. Well, the rabbis of the Talmud talked about this issue, and they said that according to Zechariah, which speaks about the 4 fast days associated with the destruction, that in times of peace we feast, but in times of crisis we fast. So are we in times of peace or in times of crisis? And the commentators have talked about this over the years, and they said, what is peace? And they said, peace is when we live sovereignly in our own land, like today when we have our own country. And other commentators said, no, peace is when we have a rebuilt temple. Well, what do we think today? What's important to us, and how do we define peace? Well, I can tell you what I think. As a modern Jew, I believe that we aren't totally at peace, not as a Jewish people and not as a world, not with a global environmental crisis, not with war, not with famine, not with the state of Israel still in tensions with its neighbors and in great difficulties. On the other hand, we can't ignore the miracle of the reestablishment of the state of Israel. So what I do is, I fast fully on Tisha B'Av. And on the 17th day of Tammuz, I do fast today, but I don't fast the whole fast, because around halfway through the day, I say, we also have to take time to celebrate and be happy about the wonderful things that have happened to us as a people, like the reestablishment of the state of Israel, a miracle in our time. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.